What's up guys, this is like my third time filming this video because I feel like I am rambling, which I'm trying not to. I'm trying to keep this video sweet and to the point, but you really can talk about this subject on and on because you can learn from people's experience. So with that being said, let's just really jump into the video. Don't mind my hair, I don't know what to do with it. I'm tired of wearing wigs and weaves, but that is a video for another time. So let's just go ahead and hop in. So basically, to start off, moving into my apartment, it was really sporadic. I just moved in with another girl, it was supposed to be 3 of us, but it ended up just being 2 of us. But we just moved in. I really wanted to move because I hated sharing bathrooms. That is the main reason. And I couldn't get in a dorm that really gave me my own bathroom. So that was really one of my main, I just had so many bad bathroom experiences. And just sharing experience and space, I like my space. So with that being said, I just really just had to move. So that was my main reason for moving, and I really just felt like I was getting too grown to stay in a dorm, which may sound a little silly because a lot of people stay on a dorm their whole college experience, but I couldn't do it. I just felt like I was outgrowing it. So that was another reason for me moving out. Moving on, really how much I pay. I started off when I moved in, which was I was at 20. I'm 22 now, so I've been here for almost 2 years. I started off paying $475 from that lease year, which was from July until July. And then this past lease year, which is August into July, which will be the last of that, I paid $485, which it went up $10. Don't know why, but $10 is not gonna break me. It's gas, don't get me wrong, but it's not gonna break me. And then since this will be my last semester coming, I'm only gonna be in this apartment from August to December, and then I'm moving back home. So with that being said, since it's not a full lease year, they're charging me an extra $30 per month, which I don't know why or what that includes, but that's really pretty much anywhere that you go. If you're not in for I think 6 months or more, because I'm technically in here for 5 months, they do that. I don't know the reason behind it. If you know, you can tell me. But then I will be paying $525 or $530. I can't remember which it is, but with that being said, that's not the market for everywhere, to be honest. Living in South Georgia, or in the South period, I feel like our housing market is a little bit cheaper than most. So if you live in New York, don't be basing your price off of mine because I guarantee you it's not going to be the same, especially for what I get for my price. How I pay for it, since I am a college student, I do use some of my check to pay for my rent. So while I'm in school, I basically pay from August until December, or I pay, especially when the summer months come. When the summer months come, I pay for that out of my job check, just because I don't want to use my whole refund check to pay for my rent. So I may pay from January until May. And then from there, I pay for, I have a job. And so I just pay for rent for out of that. I don't know how that works at other schools, but that's how I do it. Personally, I find that easier since I get the check anyways, regardless if I want it or not. So I just basically use that for rent. Moving on, like, to helping you guys and having your tips, my main tip is to find your budget. So what I mean is basically how much you want to spend on your apartment. You know, just find that first, and then look for like amenities and square footage and all of that. Find your budget first, and that really would include like your first couple of months of rent, up cost fees, because I know sometimes you have to put in a down payment or something of that, just to let them know that you're serious about moving into the apartment. Also, like how you're going to decorate your apartment, if it's furnished, if it's unfurnished. My apartment was unfurnished, so I had to include the cost of a bed. I had a TV, kitchenware, basically a lot of stuff I just had to include into my budget when I was moving in. Yeah, and then just basically also with that budget, just basically what all you need, which I will do. I'm doing like a whole apartment thing, like a whole apartment segment, I guess. So what you need, like I'll do a checklist later of everything that you would probably need to move into your apartment and things you might want. Which I probably also might do an official room tour, because I have a room tour up, but it's very brief. It's not that good. I just put it up because I kept saying that I was going to, but I might do a more in-depth apartment tour. Also, something to look at is lease terms, and what I mean by this is just like, you know, what is included as far as rent, cable, pet fee, maintenance. I know maintenance is a big thing, because I know in some apartments around here, if your light bulb blows out, which is stupid because you can change your own light bulb, but I call my maintenance guy, and they'll come fix my light bulb, and I don't have to pay for a light bulb or even the hassle of putting one in there. But you can't do that always or anywhere else. Also with like drainage, like clogs and stuff, I don't have to deal with that. I call them and they will come and fix it for me. So yeah, just look at what's in your lease terms, I guess. That's one of the things I can think about. Next thing is a kind of a big one, especially depending on you, is if you want to live with a roommate or not. I choose to live with a roommate, one, because you know we know each other, also because it's not expensive as living by yourself. I think here, if I wanted to live in a 1-bedroom 1-bath, it's like $735. That's almost $300 more than what I'm paying now, so I would rather not. So I'm good with living in a 2-bedroom 2-bath. I don't think I said that. That's where I stay, in a 2-bedroom 2-bath, so I have my own space. The only thing we have to share is the living room, kitchen, and wash machine room, laundry room. So yeah, just think about if you want to stay with a roommate, and then how many, because I know we got up to a 3-bedroom 3-bath in the apartments that I stayed in. So just really look into that. The next one is really big, location. For me, I could have moved all the way out by the highway, but it's so far away from my school. If anything happened to my car, I wouldn't have been able to get to and from school. I could have gotten a ride or whatever, but it would have been such a hassle. Like where I am, I can walk to school. It may take me 15 or 30 minutes to walk to school, but I can walk there if I need to. Also, there are a bunch of like shopping centers. There's like a whole strip right here where it may take me 10 minutes to walk there, but it's there. You know, location is really a big deal, to where you want to go, especially if you want to stay close to your job or close to your school. So really just look into location and where you want to be at. Another thing with location is this might be included in budgeting, but how much gas is going to take you to get to where you need to go. I can put $2.50 in my gas tank and get to school and back to school, even though I'm not trifling, and I'm not going to put $2.50 in my gas tank. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to $10, or I'm just going to go ahead and fill up my gas tank. But that's just me. I'm not going to do my car like that. So like I said, just include gas and how it's going to get there. Now as far as my job is a little far out. I do have to get on the highway or take some back roads to get there, but I don't work every day. So I may work 4 days out of the week. So with that being said, that's okay for me because that comes out of my check. I make money to do that. So yeah, just include gas. Last thing I'm gonna talk about is moving plan. Basically, how are you gonna get all your stuff in your apartment? I'm fortunate enough, when I basically had my car, I had a bunch of boxes. It took me about 3 times to get to my dorm room and to over here to bring the stuff that was in my dorm to my room, but I did it. Not only that, when I bought all my furniture, because I am from the Atlanta area, so my dad drives a Dodge Ram. So with that, he basically packed up my bed, and I had this huge TV set, TV stand, entertainment area that also came down with me. Why it came down with me, I have no idea. It's just sitting in my living room because I don't even use it anymore. I just felt like it was taking up too much space. So how I'm gonna even get rid of that, I have no idea. I guess I'm just gonna have to call my dad again. But that was basically my plan. I had my dad, and then I had my car as well, and we basically moved here. We had to move in the rain, unfortunately, but it got done. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this like episode or segment or whatever, just like to get you thinking about if you're actually ready. Like, can you afford those first like 3 months of rent? How much is it? Sometimes I know they do ask for you to bring a pay stub if you're allowed to. I'm not sure if they did that with me. I cannot remember. I think I really just used financial aid, and that's how I showed them that I could pay for it. So that's how I was able to get into my apartment, which is totally fine. You just gotta look into it and see if you could do it that way. But other than that, that's pretty much it. My location is good for me. Everything, my apartment did come unfurnished, so everything in here is pretty much bought. Like, I have a bunch of stuff from IKEA, but who doesn't? I have a bunch of stuff from Ross, Marshalls, Target, but that's just, you know, generic for us. For some reason, that's where we buy our stuff. But pretty much, like I said, I might do an in-depth room tour or apartment tour, because my last one is not in-depth. I just put it up there. I do have more videos coming for this segment, so just subscribe if you haven't. And I just want to welcome to all my new subscribers, because I have been getting a lot of traffic lately. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Stay tuned, and you guys have a great day.